Hey guys, it's Britt and welcome back to my channel. Today I have one of our last summer recipes, although I could eat this all year round and be really happy. It's our classic potato salad and it's just delicious. It reminds me exactly of the picnics that we used to go to and the potato salad that I used to eat growing up, but it's a whole lot healthier than the classic grandma style that you probably enjoyed. It's delicious. You could bring this to any gathering and nobody would know it's whole food plant-based, oil-free, refined sugar-free, salt-free. It's just such a good dupe for the original that you knew of, and I'm really excited to share this with you. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's really a simple and easy recipe. I really like having it cold, so I store this in the refrigerator, and I know you guys are going to enjoy it. Make it, enjoy the last little bit of summer, and I'll be back on Friday for another recipe, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. Starting our classic potato salad recipe, we're gonna cook our potatoes, and I really like these small red potatoes that I find. I'll show you guys the bag in a minute, but it'll work with Yukon Gold. It'll work with whatever potato that you have. Go ahead and leave the skins on. You can cut them in half if they're larger or even quarter them. But these are perfect. I just add them straight to a pot with water that I cover. And it's roughly around 3 cups. I'll show you the bag in a second, but I just look for the bag and then around 3 cups is what the bag equals out to be. So it's really perfect. And you can find these small potatoes with all different kinds of colors. They have purple ones and yellow and red mixed in. If I can find a multi-bag, I really like doing that as well, but these work great. So you're just gonna cover it with water, bring to a simmer, cook until you can pierce it with a fork, and that's how you know it's done. And again, you can use any potatoes that you like. We just wanna cook them and make sure they're nice and soft for this recipe. So this is the bag that I find. I just generally look for it in the grocery store. Just makes it really easy just to open the bag, and then that's what I'm gonna use for the entire recipe. So you can see here I'm doing the fork test and it's easy and ready to go as soon as it's really easy to pierce it with a fork or knife. Drain your potatoes and put them in a large bowl, and we're gonna set that aside because we're gonna make the sauce for this recipe. Again, really easy recipe idea. So we're gonna blend together cashews, silken tofu, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, white miso, and then I have one extra ingredient. So this actually is our sour cream recipe. I just made it, which I will link up above. All of the measurements and everything are down in the description box of this video, and also it's on our website where you can print it out. So we're making our sour cream recipe pretty much, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add one extra ingredient to this. And I add 1/4 of a cup of a non-dairy, unsweetened, unflavored milk. This helps make your potato salad sauce really go a little bit further. It also helps with the flavors of everything, and I just find that this is the perfect amount. So make sure you're being really careful when you're doing the measurements for the sauce recipe. You're gonna let everything blend together, and then we're gonna kind of put it all together. It's so simple and easy and quick. So I blended it, and you can go ahead and grab your bowl of potatoes back. Here's the sauce blended. And then really it's optional for adding in any of the extra things I'm going to show you. I really like celery and red onion in our potato salad. So I have 1.5 cups of each that I've chopped. I also like a little bit of Dijon mustard in it. So I have 1 tablespoon of that. Some smoked paprika that I like to sprinkle on top. And then I also have some dried dill. Now you can also use fresh dill for this recipe. It doesn't matter if it's dried or fresh. I just find that I like that extra flavor in it. So those are all kind of the optional. You kind of pick and choose what you like. Green onions are also great in this recipe, so kind of play around with whatever you have on hand. I like to mash my potatoes, and I just find that it makes everything kind of mix together better and really gives me that classic potato salad feel. You can, cut them in half if you want. We've done that before, but I really just like taking the extra step and kind of breaking them up a little bit in the bowl. So you want to have a large mixing bowl for this. Also, I like to have my potato salad cold. It's more of a classic potato salad than a German style, which is generally served warm. But you can kind of pick whichever option you want to do for this recipe. It's great either way. So I just let the potatoes kind of get room temperature, and then I'm just breaking them up here. Super simple. And again, play around with what you like as your toppings or your seasonings. If you do not like Dijon mustard, you can leave it out. If you're not a dill fan, you can leave that out. So you can kind of tweak it to what you like. But this is just my potato salad that I grew up with. I made it specifically for that. So I like to add in my celery and red onions and really mix it together well. I really want that sauce that we're going to put on it to really incorporate everything. So I just take a couple minutes and kind of mix in the ingredients separately. So I really like also the amount of crunch that you get. I find that it's kind of 3 cups of potatoes, and then we're adding in right here, it equals out to be 3 cups, total of mixture of red onion and celery. So it's really, really a nice ratio of potato to crunch. All right, go ahead and mix in that Dijon mustard. I like doing it in this step and not adding it to the sauce because I really want it to be that creamy white color that we're familiar with. I don't want to add in like the smoked paprika or the Dijon mustard ahead of time. Again, I feel like you eat a lot with your eyes, and if you're taking this to a family member's picnic or event or gathering, it looks like classic potato salad. So no one's gonna sit there and say like, oh, this is not made with mayonnaise, right? So this is just why I take this extra step. So go ahead and really take a moment, incorporate it all really well. I'm also going to add the dried dill here as well. Again, I just feel like it spreads out a little bit better. You can do this after you add the sauce or before, whatever you'd like. And again, you can use fresh or dried seasonings for this. I had dried on hand, so that's what I'm using. I love dill. It just adds a little bit of extra taste to this meal. So you can leave it out or add it in. And then also for this, my tip is to add half of the sauce at a time. So you can go ahead and add half of it now and really incorporate it well. Just take a moment, mix it all together, and then you can kind of see if you need the rest of it. I generally use all of the sauce for 3 cups of potatoes that I've cooked. But I do find that if you take half and kind of wait a minute, it really just helps incorporate it really, really well. And also I'm gonna set this in the refrigerator to chill before eating it. So I kind of want to leave it alone for like 30 minutes before diving in. It also lets all the flavors marinate into the potato salad and just makes it so much better. So I like to chill it. It's hard to resist it, but taste it right now. See if it needs anything. You can definitely tweak it with whatever you like personally or your family enjoys. And then stick it in the refrigerator. And we like to serve it cold, so it sits in there for a little bit before I dive in. But I know you guys are going to really like this. So again, I'm adding in the rest of the sauce and just really incorporating it well. It will soak up that sauce, so I find that this is the perfect amount for it. And you can see that it still remains the color. It's nice and a creamy color. It's definitely looks like potato salad. So that's what I love. And you are good to go. So I know you guys are going to like this one and your family's going to like it. You can take it to a party and not even tell anyone it's plant-based or vegan. And I do have substitutes for if you guys have a nut allergy or anything like that. There is a way of using white beans with this dish. There's a way of using sunflower seeds if you want it to reduce the price even and not use cashews. So make sure you look at those options. Again, everything is laid out in our description box and on our website. Both are linked down below so you can get all of the measurements. We have free PDFs printable. Make sure you take those pictures for Facebook or Instagram. Tag us when you make this. It's perfect. Literally, the last few days of summer are here and we are quickly getting into fall. I've already broken out my plaid jacket and it's nice and cooler more recently over the weekend. So I'm just trying to save up all of the summer I can, and making this dish reminds me so much of that. All right, and then I like to just give a nice little sprinkle of smoked paprika. You can, or you can do it right before you eat it. You can do it, leave it out, but I love the flavors of that. So I just add a little bit of that to the dish and you guys can see how good it looks like. Your grandmothers will not be disappointed because you've made this delicious, creamy, healthy, taste just like you remember it potato salad that I know that you're gonna love, your family's gonna love. No one's gonna be able to tell that it's whole food plant-based, let alone healthy. It is that good. So I really hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I hope you guys make this real soon. Again, I could have this all year round and be totally fine. It's just so delicious. Crunchy and creamy. This is exactly what I look for in a potato salad. So I hope you guys will try this. Make sure you're subscribed. I make whole food plant-based recipes every week, multiple times a week. I would love to have you as part of our community. Give this video a thumbs up and leave us a comment if you make it and how you like it. So I will see you guys real soon for the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.